and welcome to this edition of Financial Victory in Minutes. In this video, we'll look at some financial tips for those living on a fixed income. Some Hummingbird users have said, "Your financial information is great, but it doesn't seem to apply to me in my life because I'm on a very low fixed income due to," and here there are various reasons such as age, disability, or health issues. Because of their inability to work, this group of Hummingbird users has no way to increase their income. If you're in this group, take heart. Although you may not be able to increase your income, there are still ways to improve your financial situation. We all begin from different places, and sometimes we need to have patience and take small steps. But there's almost always something you can do to improve your financial situation. So please keep an open mind. Just because information may be geared towards working people who have the ability to increase their incomes doesn't mean you can't adjust the information to work for you. For example, you may not have money leaks because you've never been able to afford them, but there are still ways that you can reduce your expenses to save a small amount, and there's no amount too small to save. Now, let's take a look at some specific tips that might help you. Talk to your medical providers about ways that you may be able to save money on prescription drugs or be eligible for free drugs. Discount chains now offer some prescriptions at an incredibly low flat price. There are drug assistance organizations that can get you free prescription drugs for as little as $5 per prescription, with a full refund if you're denied. And some drug manufacturers also offer free medicine for those who can't afford it. Check Hummingbird's consumer resources under the medical category for specific places to begin. If it's available in your area and you're eligible, take advantage of Meals on Wheels or other available food assistance to save on grocery bills. Look for a food cooperative, food bank, or other low-cost source available to you. Again, you may wish to start with Hummingbird's consumer resources. Take a look at home economics. For instance, a bag of dried split peas costs under $2, and it can be made into vegetable soup that provides great nutrition, including protein, for just pennies a serving. Because groceries are something we buy regularly, it's worth a look at your state's extension materials on this topic. Here are some tips from Hummingbird to start you thinking. First, try dividing your grocery money into equal weekly amounts. If you avoid borrowing from next week's allowance, the money should last all month. To save money, watch for store newspaper ads and use coupons, but don't buy an item only because it's a bargain. If you won't use it, it's not a savings. You'll save money if you do the preparation yourself and avoid paying for convenience foods, which are often less healthy. For example, a whole chicken costs less than buying skinless, boneless breasts. And most snack foods are high in fat, salt, or sugar. Plan ahead for the main foods you'll cook. If you do most of your shopping only once a week, you'll save time and money. Make a list and stick to it. Always avoid food shopping when you're hungry or tired, because at those times, you'll be more tempted to buy items not on your list. Also, try to shop by yourself and don't take children with you if possible. You can save a lot by comparison shopping between brands and between different forms of the same food. For instance, if you need tomatoes for a recipe, will canned tomatoes or tomato sauce work just as well and save money? Take the time to compare frozen, fresh, and canned products. When comparing items, look at the unit pricing so that you can compare the price based on the unit of measurement. The unit pricing should be posted, but it's good to have a little calculator with you. The store brand is usually cheaper, but not always, so it's always good to check. Finally, consider purchasing non-food items at a discount store where they may be cheaper than the supermarket. Non-food items include paper products, cleaning products, and personal care items such as toothpaste and shampoo. When I had to go through my grandparents' belongings, I learned so much. My grandparents lived long, full, rich lives and had acquired a huge amount of personal property. They married during the Depression, but over the 67 years they were together, they purchased quality items and took excellent care of what they had. But their perfectly kept antiques, embroidered table linens, fine china, books, art, the possessions of 2 long lifetimes, could only be sold for a fraction of their true value. This taught me a powerful lesson. There are incredible deals to be had at consignment shops and thrift stores. If I ever need furniture, that's where I'd shop. Retail markup is huge, and the things made today usually don't compare in quality to the things made years ago. For instance, you can get elegant, quality clothing and shoes for a fraction of the cost through resale and thrift shops. Many thrift stores also carry good quality household items, such as furniture, dishware, lamps, even movies and books. For a small fee, thrift stores will often deliver furniture or large items. Some thrift stores even have senior citizen shopping days where they offer special discounts. Toys and children's items are also offered in good condition. And before you spend a bundle for a necessary appliance like a refrigerator, look on the internet or in the phone book to find used appliances at a fraction of the price. When buying used, do be sure the item is in good condition. Your state extension office can give you more tips on what to look for when you purchase used items. Now I'm going to talk about a very touchy subject, but it's something that I saw quite often in my years as a bankruptcy lawyer. I know it can be incredibly hard and uncomfortable to ask for help, but if you have any family, they can be a crucial support. And relationships often change with circumstances and time. So, without expecting any help, I urge you to let your children or other relatives know that you could use a hand financially. If you don't tell them, you're taking away their right to choose to help you. Your family and friends may or may not be able or willing to help, but don't take away their choice by letting pride prevent communication. Contact your local Department of Social Services or the legal aid office in your area to find out what type of housing and care services are available to you or of which you might not be aware. Many communities have nice, safe, affordable housing based upon income. Some of these include most basic utilities in the rent and charge only a reasonable percentage of whatever your income may be. If you've built a lot of value in your home by paying down or paying off your mortgage, but you don't have enough money to make ends meet, you may be a candidate for a reverse mortgage. A reverse mortgage allows people 62 or older to use the equity in their homes to obtain a loan in which the mortgage company pays the homeowner money. The payments can be in a lump sum, monthly, or a line of credit that can be drawn upon. The homeowner continues to live in the home so long as he or she is able to do so. This is called a reverse mortgage because the homeowner makes no payments to the mortgage company, but receives payments instead. In exchange, when the homeowner dies or has to move to a nursing facility, the lender gets ownership of the home, unless the loan is paid in full. To obtain a reverse mortgage, you must have sufficient value in your home and must go through required counseling. It's often good to have your immediate family be a part of this counseling. Be sure you're dealing with a reputable lender because there are some lenders offering misleading and unfair reverse mortgages to take advantage of older homeowners. Trusted sources for general information on reverse mortgages include the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, AARP, and the National Consumer Law Center. A reverse mortgage may or may not be right for you, but you never know until you investigate. This video is just a start, some ideas to get you thinking. The point is that no matter what your situation, there are things you can do to make a difference or to get help. You may be eligible for assistance you didn't know about. If you can find realistic ways to reduce your expenses even a little, it will help. If you save even $5 a month, it will come in handy someday. Always remember, there's no amount too little to save. Be patient with yourself and treat this as a learning experience. You can make a difference in your finances.